Hi guys, in this video we're going to look at a book called The Power of One More by Ed Mylett. So in this book, Ed gives advice on how to achieve greatness, happiness and success. And the whole idea is based around this concept of one more life. And it's this idea that just doing one more thing can lead to happiness and success. So, for example, doing one more sales call, doing one more meeting, doing one more networking meeting, sending one more email, going to another networking lunch. Quote Russell Brunson, we're only one funnel away, one more sales funnel. And the point is that even having another, like one more relationship, just one more. And the one more lifestyle begins with focusing on things you can influence now. And what you can influence now is just by doing little steps, just keep doing one more thing. That extra one thing could unlock your happiness or the key to success. So in the book, they really talk about, for you, focus on things that you can influence. And the one more lifestyle really begins with focusing on the things you can influence. So eliminate the worries of like those external forces you have no control over and focus on the things which you do and to think really positively. And the idea that Ed Mylett puts into the book is that by taking one additional step towards your goals can help you achieve success and reach your full potential. And it emphasizes that taking small steps actively, making an effort to move forward, and have the faith that those small steps will eventually lead to the big accomplishments, like your end goal, the end result you're seeking. That is all you need to have success and happiness in life. Now, you really can be just one more intentional thought, one more intentional action, one more step away from discovering your best life. And this is the argument made in the book. And what they say is you need to learn how to replace fear with confidence, replace fear with absolute certainty, replace fear with confidence, knowing that if you take one more step, you can unlock the secret, unlock the thing that will give you ultimate success, ultimate happiness, ultimate wealth, whatever the end result is. And people give up too soon. They don't do these steps. So the first sort of principle I want to really talk about in the book, the big takeaway is this. Take responsibility for your life. Now in the book, Ed, honestly, it's very powerful, and he says that it's really important that you take responsibility for your life. And he really encourages you to take ownership of your life and make changes in order to make yourself a better person. And he really emphasizes the need to be proactive and take action in order to achieve your goals. Take responsibility. Like, no one's going to do it for you, only you can. And again, in the book, the whole concept is this one more. This concept really refers to the idea of taking on that one additional task, that one additional action that can really help you move closer to achieving your goals. And he really says that when you go on and do these things, it can create real positive feelings and emotions that are necessary for success just by doing one more action step. And it's really important, as he explains in the book, that you have the real courage to do this. Yeah, it takes courage to take risks and to challenge your own beliefs and your own behaviour. And you really have to do this by taking responsibility. Yeah, make sure that you have enough time for yourself, making sure you're getting enough sleep, making sure that you don't overextend yourself. But it all starts with you taking responsibility for your life. It's down to you. No one can do this stuff for you. Only only you can only you can do it. So it's a very inspirational book, just to let you know. And the way it tells you to take responsibility for your life, but it provides like a framework for understanding the importance of taking ownership for your actions and staying focused on your goals. And by following the principles outlined in this book, yeah, readers can develop the motivation and courage needed to take responsibility. Because it's so important, because if you're constantly thinking negative about yourself or the situation you're in, you're not going to see the right type of result. But if you take responsibility for things you can control, like your mindset, and you're more likely to see the opportunities and get better results, because you replace that fear with confidence. You replace that fear with certainty. Okay, that's the first principle, taking responsibility for your own life or business, entrepreneurship. The second principle is trying is really achieving. Yeah? Trying is achieving. And Ed in the book emphasizes this really important principle. And he goes out there and actively encourages readers to take action. And if it doesn't lead to immediate success, okay, if it doesn't give you the immediate desired result, it's the importance of taking the initiative in order to achieve the goals, which is the actual achievement. So, in the actual trying is in fact achieving. For sure, everyone knows life has its successes and failures, but the important thing is to not give up and to keep trying. The one more mentality, the concept in the book helps you to get closer and closer to reaching your goals every time you practice it. Let's think of some examples. So I'm by a pool, and as a child you try and learn to swim, and it's a process. You don't just get in the water and you can swim breaststroke or backstroke perfectly. It's a process of trial, error, effort, and that one more mentality of just keep trying and trying and trying. Or imagine when you first wanted to ride, a bicycle. You need to keep doing it. You fall over, but you get up, and you keep trying until you succeed. Now, even though the process may take days, weeks, months, it doesn't matter, because you kept trying and you achieved the ultimate end result that you wanted. That was, riding a bike, or swimming. Okay. Now these examples can be applied to many situations. Okay. So it's so important to learn not to give up and keep trying, and you will see the inevitable process come together. The more you try, the more you will achieve. And the more you achieve, the more satisfaction will grow, and the more new opportunities you will create. Okay, the next principle is this. Learn to really prioritize your time. And it's such a clever idea in this book. It's about creating something called mini days. Mini days. This is like, say, I have to do some sales calls, I have to do some exercise, I have to do some prospecting, I have to do some follow up. And you would divide these into key mini days. You would set aside exactly 3 hours to do your sales calls, 3 hours to do your meditation, 3 hours to do all of these things. And when you when you dedicate a set time or these mini days, and you know you only have 3 hours to do it in, actually creates urgency within and helps you to do more. And it really encourages you to make the most of the time that you have. You know, it's so important to understand that time is a limited resource, and it's your actions that guides how you use that time and how you decide what's most beneficial for you in the long run, how you use that time. Okay, so concept is you create mini days. And then in the book he talks about this principle of prioritizing your time. Now, this principle really encourages the reader to establish a system for prioritizing their time and the energy they put into it. It emphasizes the importance of understanding that time is very much a limited resource, and our actions should be guided by what we feel and what we know is most beneficial in the long run. The book outlines the power of creating structure, breaking down into your goals, and breaking your goals into smaller action steps. It encourages you really to use your time, effort wisely, setting clear boundaries and focusing on what matters most. It's really important that you understand what is in your control and what is actually outside of your control, and how this can affect our actual decision making process. But the important thing here really is to learn how to control your time instead of letting time actually control you. When you put systems in place, you create these mini days, then you actually can start controlling the time instead of time controlling you. It's so important. So in the book he says, measure the performance of what you do during your time. So you know where you need to do better and where you need to place like goals in your life. Put emphasis on your tasks and when you plan to get them done. And also, don't focus just on the easy things because you know you can get them done quickly. Don't do the easy stuff first. If the urgent stuff is like a priority, do that first. Okay, very important. But the next one, let's say, I think we're on the fourth one, principle 4. It's emotions. We're all emotional beings. Humans are emotional beings, but emotions, when they're used in the right way, can in fact be an amazing motivator. Yeah, emotions can be a motivator. It's really highlighted in the book, and it explains that understanding our emotions, using them to our advantage, can be a very, very powerful tool in achieving success. By recognizing our feelings, such as fear and anxiety, we can use them really as a catalyst for change and growth, rather than allowing them to become like roadblocks, a hindrance, preventing success. So when we know we can actually recognize the feeling, the emotion, and use them in the right way, we can use it for like such a powerful tool for change and growth instead of being very negative and it being like a roadblock to success. So in the book, it outlines the importance of really understanding why we feel certain emotions and how they can actually motivate us to move forward when we really understand them. And it emphasizes the need to acknowledge our emotions, to learn to work with them rather than against them. And when we can use the emotions to really help us to our advantage, it's actually really powerful. And the book encourages you to really build this emotional castle, fortress, accepting that our feelings are there and accepting that our feelings are there for a reason, and learning how to manage these emotions in order to really maintain focus on the goal in hand, the task, the desired result we want. Because again, the fact is all humans are emotional beings. We all have emotions, and the way we use them can either be a massive driver for success or a driver for failure. And that's a fact. So yeah, big takeaway there. So kind of putting the book together, what's the big thing? Well, we have to accept this, that there's no guarantees in life and we can't control everything that goes on. We can't control the outcomes and we can't control the end result, okay? But what we can control, which is in our direct control, are things like mindset, okay? So despite there's no way we can change an outcome, but we can change our mindset. We can have a mindset to try it again and to take advantage of the time we are given and the way we use our time and energy and the input we use and have these things like mini days. And when you put all this together, you'll really understand it's your decisions that would define the course of your life. It's your decisions that will define the success of your entrepreneur journey or your business journey, whatever it may be. So whether it's just picking up the phone and making one more sales call, or whether it's just adding like one more customer to your business, going to one network meeting or sending another email, whatever it may be, just by taking one more chance can really lead to the success, the desired outcome you want, the end result, whatever it may be. So that really is the power of one more. It's a very good read. I hope you found that helpful. If you have, please tell us the following. Are you already leading this one more life lifestyle? Like, do you know this book? Have you been using this principle? If so, is it helping you? If not, in this video, has it given you anything to think about? Have you learnt anything new? If it has, please comment below. I'd love to hear from you guys. It really helps me out if you would like, comment, subscribe, even share this video with a friend or colleague or anyone you think it would be useful. And why not watch one of my next videos where again I'll be covering a topic to do with entrepreneurship. If you want to grab the book and learn more about One More Life, I'll put a link below this video. Just click on the link, it'll take you to Amazon. But I highly recommend this book because it really does help you give advice on achieving greatness, happiness and success. Who doesn't want that? So again, that was the power of one more, and I'll see you in the next video.